What's up? LWTK every day. You know what it is. And we're here with some more artists right here, right now. A rap group right here. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, absolutely. We're Red Rum Records. My name is Visionary. I'm here with my boys.
And do you want some
Deemy,
tips with it?
TwoSeven again.
Cut?
Oh, what's up, Deemy, again and again. Shit. And so you guys Montreal natives?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
South Shore, a lot of us.
Yeah.
You too, eh, Deemy?
I spent some time there, but no, I actually come from Little Burgundy.
Yeah.
Close to downtown.
That's what's up.
There you go.
That's what's up. And you guys been together as a group for how long now?
Red Rum's like 5 years now, right?
Yeah,
like
something like that.
2010.
5 years deep?
2010. Yeah,
Nice,
that's
nice.
Red Rum.
Nice,
And then like Red Rum's had a bit of changes recently. The last 2 years, really.
Two
three
and a half years, yeah, 2-3 years. We've been really hitting it hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's mainly always been you three focused in Red Rum group.
No, Red Rum's changed, dude. It's been like 5 years. So I mean, we had a couple artists, and then all kind of doing more solo stuff. And then recently, some of the artists dropped out a bit more, and now we really got a team for the last like few years that's been steady. There's a couple guys that are not here tonight, so
Okay.
Big shout out to Element, Phil Boost,
yeah.
Eliminate on the beats, Matt Baker.
Okay, so the group consists of like 5, 6, 7 people.
Yeah, we're about like 4 rappers with a couple affiliates, and we have like our kind of our homegrown beat makers that kind of produce to give us our own sound, our own element.
Exactly. So basically, Red Rum composes of Phil Boost, myself, Visionary. Then there's a duo that's part of it. It's Double Dragon. That's Element and XO right over here. And we're doing a lot of tracks right now for the Red Rum project as well.
Sir.
With our boy Deemy
Word.
over here as well.
Word. You got any projects dropping out real soon or in the future?
Yeah, well, we're working a lot on the Red Rum album right now. We don't have an official name, but we're at least a good halfway through on our production for that. It's gonna be hot. We brought in Demrick this afternoon to do a little feature. That's gonna be on the project as well. A little video is gonna be dropping for that shortly as well.
Nice.
With everything we've been writing together.
Nice. And if people want to link up and hear your stuff, you guys got a SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah, you can find us all separately on SoundCloud. We all got our own pages.
Okay.
Directly through the Squash Comp website, though.
Okay.
There's links to everybody's individual stuff. So squashcomp.com, you'll have a link to like Double Dragon's page, XL stuff, Element, all of our stuff basically is directly through there.
Okay. Now, how long, like, each of you individually have been rapping for, let's say?
I've been rapping since about 2002 when I first started rapping.
Damn.
Back
It's
when
been a
I was,
while.
yeah, when I was about like 14, 15, back in grade school, back in the class, just like, you know,
Writing rhymes.
Yeah, from a beatbox, tapping on
Nice.
the desk, the whole thing.
Nice.
It's classic, and then we just bring it to the park, wherever.
Sure.
So, I mean, that's,
What made you want to start rapping?
I don't know, man. It just happened.
It
It just happened.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
essentially, like, I had a few verses, and then I met my friend who made the beats. And then he was rapping with his friend, and like since the first day I saw him, I was like, "Yo, I'm in."
Nice,
No doubt.
nice. It's a very like special type of music. It's poetic. It's like these rhymes that just sometimes
It's
it's
expressive.
Just, exactly.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you'll hear a song and it explains so much about the person's life or a life in general situation, and you can just relate so much that like you almost don't even hear the music. You just like get zoned into the words, and you're like, damn, man, this is too real.
Yeah, into
you
the
know?
story, the art of like
Exactly.
the way the poeticness, like you said, man.
Exactly,
yeah, it's
exactly.
really-
It's real touchy sometimes. I just heard this song from Royce the 5'9" today off his new mixtape. The song was called.
You're talking about Tabernacle.
Oh,
You're
man.
talking about Tabernacle.
Yeah, but the mixtape is actually Don't Trust the Shooter.
Right.
But he did just drop an album, Tabernacle, and there's a song on the mixtape though, Don't Trust the Shooter, called Tabernacle.
Yeah, it's the shared song on both
Man.
albums. Yeah.
I hadn't heard it since today. Like today was the first time I heard it, and I was
Right.
like, "Whoa, what the is this, man?" That shit just hit me to the heart.
But Royce is an OG. I mean, like,
Yo.
he's lyrical underground king.
Exactly,
So, you know.
exactly. That's what's up. That's what's up.
But it's nice to see him bring it back, and like to a story form, and then really hit you deep with the deep cut.
Yeah, because he had been laying low for a little while. You didn't really hear about Royce for a minute.
Yeah, his work with Prime though.
And he was doing some Slaughterhouse too.
Yeah, Slaughterhouse, but Primo and Royce really killed that Prime album. They had a lot of dope features on that too.
You guys have been playing shows recently or lately? Got shows coming up or what's up?
Yeah.
We just did the Mercury show at the Blue Dog. We're doing the Royce 5'9" show.
Oh,
May 14th.
Coming up at the Belmont.
At the Belmont.
Yeah.
We're also we're doing the Snack the Ripper show.
at the Belmont
At
also.
the Belmont.
22nd of May.
Exactly.
Nice.
When we got
I'll
the
be
Ad-Lib
opening
show.
Other
for
than
that.
that, yeah, we got Ad-Lib and Prevail that are coming to the city. The Rebel Hippies tour. That's gonna be what's the date for that?
That's the 26th, I believe.
26th.
May 26th.
So yeah, we're really busy. Like we got like 3 shows in May. Got something coming up in June that I'm not gonna tell you guys about.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But,
You gotta keep some hype on the low.
Yeah, exactly.
sure,
That's
for
what May's looking like. Royce, Snack, and Rebel Hippies.
Nice.
Gonna be dope.
Nice. You guys got any shout outs you wanna be dropping to anyone in particular or any?
Yo, shout out to my whole South Shore. Everyone repping down there. Frank Panic, holding us down with the studio. Fucking, like I said, Phil Busk, Element. That's
Yeah,
Red Rum.
everybody
That's what's
Red Rum,
That's what's up.
obviously. Big shout out to Make Way people today. They really put on a project for Demrick. Bud's booked us a nice studio session.
Yeah, what up, Jay Century?
Jay Century.
Jay
Century on the
Shout
beat.
out to Jay Century and Buzz right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
you guys are gonna hear that soon.
Yo.
Crazy beat,
Yes.
dope track. Buzz came in, recorded it. Hugo's gonna be mixing that pretty soon. Got our boy behind the camera over here. Coming to put everything together. Make sure we have a real nice video of the whole
Respect.
night.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to Etienne.
How
And
you-
Utopia, of course.
Of
We're in
course,
Utopia
big shout out to
Yo,
Utopia
the-
for
Their venue.
Yo, the hospitality,
Yes.
we did a video here before, and now we're back here again. And the
Absolutely.
hospitality at Utopia is always amazing.
Immaculate.
Respect,
Feels like
man.
home.
Exactly. That's
Dave,
what you needed
Sly,
to be.
Alex, man, the whole team here,
Respect.
everyone's holding it.
Respect.
Great guys.
How do you guys feel about the rap scene these days? There's a lot of new artists coming up. There's some fake ones. There's some real ones. How do you feel about the rap scene in 2016?
People are working. People are working. Everybody's doing their thing. Some people got it, some people don't.
Yeah,
How are you to judge, right?
Yeah.
It depends where you look. Depends where you look too. I mean, obviously, if you're looking for a more raw underground, there's always a place for everything,
Yeah.
and there's enough people to really touch all bases.
For
So I mean,
sure.
to say where music is now is a little sketch. It's
Not
where
making noise,
where
though.
music is in the media. Maybe that's a better.
It's true. But Montreal's been making some noise in the last 1 or 2 years. It's been
recently.
really making
Yeah,
some
man.
noise.
And it's about time, really. But I mean, no matter what, you can't really get anything done without too much support. And what I find that separates Montreal from a lot of other cities is really like the support network around hip hop.
That's
Really
the
and
thing.
truly, like we could fill out any fucking stadium, anyone that could come into Montreal, they'll sell. But I mean, as far as like local talent goes, I don't know if there could be a way to push it different or like kind of get it to people, get people to come out to local shows more and type
Yeah.
of thing. But I mean, we definitely have talent and always have talent like around here. I find,
Exactly. So it's about time that we start making some noise down here because there's
Totally,
too much good
man.
talent.
Right.
Yeah,
Straight
there's
up.
noise, but to get it in the hip hop aspect, it's
That's the
nice.
thing,
It's nice to push it. Exactly.
Exactly. So shout out to Make Way Studio. Shout out to Utopia. Shout out to Demrick. This show's gonna be happening real
Battle
soon,
Axe, the whole thing.
Real soon at Foofs. Everybody should go down there. It's gonna be
yes,
lit.
sir.
Check it out. We'll be
For
there.
sure.
come check it out.
It's gonna be a party, and you should party with us. And shout out to everyone listening.
Bring veggies.
Thanks for tuning in, LWTK. You know what it is. Every Saturdays, but today is a Friday. Special event, shit happens.
Let's
We
go.
didn't make it happen.
Yeah.
And shout out to you guys for making it through.
Whoop whoop, red
Rum.
And
Yeah.
we'll be making some stuff happen real soon. You'll hear us.
Let's
You'll
go.
hear us.
I'm
You'll
on
hear
board.
Red Rum.
Cheers, boss.
Respect.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, LWTK.
Out.
Boom.
Respect.
Thanks, man.
Every time again. Yes, sir.
All right. So introduce yourself.
What's up? I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I go by the name of Demrick. What's up?
Word up. Is it your first time in Montreal or what?
I believe it's my 3rd time in Montreal. I know I was here with Mad Child, I think on the Silver Tongue Devil tour. And then on, what tour were we on, Dad? What was the name of that tour?
Lawnmower Man tour.
No, it wasn't Lawnmower Man. It was after the Lawnmower Man. Maybe it was just the Match Out tour.
Just Match Out.
Yeah, because he didn't have an album out at the time. But that's when I very first had signed to Battle Axe Records.
Okay.
And that was one of the things. It's like, hey, we're going to drop your Losing Focus album, and then we're going to go tour Canada.
Nice.
And yeah, so I believe that we came to Montreal. So this is my third time. But
Third
my
time.
first time headlining, man. I
Nice.
love the city.
Nice. And what you think about the girls in Montreal?
Ah. Fuego.
The hot weather
Yes,
brings out some
yes.
nice girls, eh?
Yeah, it's not that hot out here, but the
No,
women
no,
keep us
today's
warm.
bad. Today's bad. It's been warm these last couple days, but today was pretty shitty. It was raining, it's cold, but you know, it's gonna get warmer as time goes by.
Yeah.
You playing a show at Foos tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Stoner Nation tour, 17. My first headlining tour in Canada, 17 shows across the nation. And I don't think a lot of American rappers on my level come over here and do that, you know, really cater to the hip hop audience of Canada, you know. But I got a chance with Mad Child to really cultivate, you know, the audience out here and get to know a lot of people in a lot of markets. So I wanted to come back through and show love and you know, build something together.
Respect. And what year was that you came through with Mad Child?
Last year, bro.
Oh, that was last year.
I was here last
That
year.
was last year. Oh shit! So it's your third time.
I was here in October.
Damn, respect. So it's your third time in the last 2 years that you've been here.
Yeah, about a year and a half, man. I've been out here. It's a lot. So, you know, I got a lot of love for Canada.
Nice, respect. And how's the hip hop scene going down in LA right now? How do you feel about the hip hop scene in LA right now?
I feel great about it because you have a lot of artists, you know, from everything from the TDE movement all the way to, you know, just so many different things, so many different dope artists, Ty Dolla $ign, all the way to the YGs, to just so many different people that I respect that's on the scene making noise. So you basically have every facet of music jumping from. You got the Bay doing their thing. They got a lot of artists. You got a lot of artists out in LA where we wasn't having a lot of opportunities. I felt like 4 or 5 years ago, people weren't really locked in and paying attention to what was happening. And really, a lot of people came and opened the gates for us, you know, especially like TDE and things like that, putting real solid hip hop like out there.
That's
you know?
very true. Very true. Real positive message and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
exactly,
TDE,
man.
You know? Not all this bogus like fake stuff, you know?
Yeah, real shit, man. Real
Exactly.
lyrics.
That's what it's about. Keeping
Stories
it real.
about struggle, man.
Exactly. And how long you in Montreal for?
Just tonight, man.
Oh,
One
just
night in
tonight?
town.
And then tomorrow you'll be playing another show?
Yeah, we're going to, I forget, where are we going tomorrow?
London.
London, Ontario.
Yes.
Nice. And you introduce your boy over
This
here.
is DJ Dow Jones. He's Mad Child's DJ, and he was touring with me on the tours that I went on with Mad Child. And I asked him when I come back through here, when I do my own headliner, would he come hold me down? And he told me yes. So I'm fortunate to have him out here.
Respect.
In my opinion, I think a lot of people's opinions, one of the hottest DJs representing Canada as a whole, and he got a dope movement out of Winnipeg that's just crushing it. So I'm happy to have him out here with me on the road.
Word. So you from Winnipeg?
I'm from Winnipeg, yeah.
Born and raised?
No, I was born in North Bay, Ontario.
Okay, nice.
Parents are in the military, so I move every 4 years.
Oh.
I just jumped off the boat in Winnipeg is basically what happened.
Shit, respect. And now you're residing in Winnipeg?
Nah, yeah. I'm on tour like a good chunk of the year with Mad Child, so I'm like, I feel like I don't really have that's where I rest my head when I'm not on tour.
Word.
That's basically how I
Word.
look at it.
Respect. And you be touring with this guy every time he comes to Canada in the States also? Or?
Hell yeah, man. Well,
I'm definitely going to bring him to Europe.
Nice.
That's for sure.
Nice.
we'll just keep it moving, man. It's
Yeah.
family. It's family, man.
For sure.
One step at a
For sure.
time. If he's not busy.
That's right.
Got a
And
lot going on.
You got plans to go to Europe soon, or what's up with that?
Yeah, I'm actually going to Europe with Be Real from Cypress Hill. I leave
Okay.
May 11th is the first show that we're going to do on the Dr. Green Thumb tour.
Nice.
And I'll be doing direct support, so I'll be going on before him every night and then going back on stage and rocking the records that we have together, you know,
That's
the music
what's
that
up.
we got together. So I'm excited. Hit all those dope spots, you know, Paris, London, Amsterdam,
Yeah.
all that cool shit, Germany. So I'm excited. I've been out there a bunch of times, so I love it, and it's the time of the year to go out there, so I'm excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. How long have you known Be Real for? How'd you guys get hooked up?
He's from Cali also, isn't he?
Yeah, I met Be Real from Cypress Hill. I met him in 2009. He was working on a mixtape. Then he was working on an album called Smoke and Mirrors, his solo album that he put out in 2009. And I was all over that record. And he started taking me on tour. And I was his hype man for a while.
Nice.
Then I met Exhibit from there. Started dropping records with Exhibit and hype man for him. Then we came together with a group project called Serial Killers. We released 2 free projects together, me, Be Real, and Exhibit. And we toured and did all that. And, you know, that's my big homie, man. I've been writing music with him for a while. So, you know, it's always a good time and smoky atmosphere when we get together.
So you toured most of the states, like most of all states, or what? Like,
I toured all the United States,
Yeah,
and, all over Europe and Australia,
Also-
Canada.
oh, nice.
I've been fortunate to see the world off of music, you know, live my dream. So I'm just soaking it up and pushing it as hard as I can, getting in front of people and really having fun with it, you know, spreading love, you know, stoners everywhere. So just about uniting and pushing forward. And really, I like seeing this. I like that we're at this dope shop right here, you know what I'm saying? And able to just blaze up in the back and do something that's, you know, for the stoners. That's something that's real, you know, for the hip hop head, really.
Exactly. What'd you do for 420, which was 2 days ago?
We had a show in Barrie. We did a cheap and greet. You know, I made sure I went down by the water right there with Barrie. There was a bunch of stoners down there. We smoked some crazy big joints all waxed out. They had the edible cake. It was going down, and then we had a show that night, and it was the shit. And then on the 16th, I played at the High Times Cannabis Cup in San Bernardino, right outside of Los Angeles before I came out here to start this tour. That's what I did. So
that's what's up.
I had a real stoner. You know, 420 for us real stoners, it don't just last one day. There's the pre-party, the party, and the after party.
Every day.
And then 420 every day.
And you hit up Colorado since that shit got legalized. There's a lot of stuff banging down there right now, like edibles, wax. Kids are just smoking wax every day, like every way possible. I got one boy that lives down there, and he says shit's just crazy.
Yeah, I also played the High Times Cannabis Cup in Denver.
Oh, nice.
On 420 last year. So.
Oh shit! Nice.
I have a lot of love for Denver. I have a lot of love for, you know, all that kind of, you know, Denver's an amazing place. There's actually a photo of me on my Instagram with me smoking a joint and having a bottle of Grey Goose standing right next to a cop, taking a picture with a cop. And it's really the only place that I've ever felt comfortable to do that at was in Denver, Colorado. And just all Colorado in general, you know, they were really the first people to really push the, you know, the recreational use. And now there's a lot of states that have it. And Philadelphia, Pennsylvania just went medical. So now officially like half the country is at least medical. Nice. So we're getting there closer one step at a time. So
for sure.
I just want to be able to smoke my weed freely. That's really my end all be all go. I want to roll with it, you know, just like you went to pick up a bottle of alcohol. You know, I like to drink Hennessy, so
you go buy
some Hennessy, I'm good. Yeah.
Some cigarettes that are killing everyone, but you can't smoke a joint in peace and chill out, you know?
Please let me roll my weed.
It makes no sense. The weed is medical, the cigarettes kill people, but yet you go to jail for the medical. You know what I mean? It makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. What'd you do for 420?
This might be sacrilegious in here, but I don't smoke weed.
Say it again.
I don't smoke weed.
Say it again.
I don't do it.
You don't smoke weed.
I ain't gonna do
it. But I'm sure you would really enjoy it if you did.
I don't smoke anything.
Man, respect. Yeah. Did you ever smoke weed?
Yeah, like I can't say I don't ever smoke weed. Like I'll smoke weed if I usually go to bed at like 6 in the morning. You know, I'm one of those people. Like I'm a nightlife type. If I have to be at a meeting or something at 9 in the morning, I'll smoke some weed to go to bed. But I don't smoke weed to smoke weed. I'm not like how I'm talking to you right now. I'm an introvert, 100% when I smoke weed. I get really like self-conscious, paranoid. Like not paranoid about other shit. I'm like, do my lips move funny? And I'm like, that kind of like,
too much.
Like I'm like. I don't feel like I'm walking. Like these steps don't feel like normal walking steps. Like I'm really self-conscious. I don't like it. So
Yeah,
it's funny for everyone else around me, but it's not cool for me. So.
Yeah, for sure. It happens, man. Like some people just think too much. Like sometimes you get too high and you just think too much and you just like get kind of caught up in your thoughts, you know?
I feel you, man. That's me.
And that's happened to me many times, just smoking way too much and just abusing, you know? So abuse of anything is bad.
Right.
You know? So
I don't even have to smoke that much and I get like that. So I'm like, I don't know.
yeah, I feel you.
I might just be a lightweight or, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, the shit doesn't go for everyone. Like, everyone doesn't drink alcohol. Everyone doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Doesn't eat meat. Some vegetarians and shit, you know? So, to each his own. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I just didn't know if that was the right thing to say in here.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
He's like, no, I'm confident about me not smoking weed. I just didn't know if I should say it on camera.
Shit, man, it was my first time on 420 this year that I didn't smoke weed. Just because I've been abusing, I've just been taking a little break. But man, one time we smoked 420 blades on 420, 420 hot knives on 420. That's how mad stoners we were.
Wow.
That was bad. That was the only time
You're still stoned from that day.
Exactly. You're still
That's
feeling
the
it.
only time I passed out on weed. We passed out with the torch on. And I woke up in the chair like, yo, who turned off the torch? And everyone's just like, I don't know. It's still like half the 420 blades on the fucking table. It's bad.
Yeah. Crazy. Hey, that's a real 420 experience.
Yo, that was a real 420 experience. So, anything you got to say? Shout outs to some homies or?
Well, I would say this: if you haven't heard of my music before and you're tuned in and you're listening, I would go to check out my project Stony Point, and I just dropped it with DJ Hopper last year. It's one of my favorite projects. It's real deep, you know, stories on there based around experiences with marijuana too, and it's some hip hop shit.
Real life shit.
Yeah. So I'm just tell you to tune in. And if you out here in Canada, make sure you check out the Stoner Nation tour. Look it up on battleaxewarriors.com/Demrick, DEMRICK. You'll find the tickets there and the links and see if I'm coming to your city. If me and Dow Jones is coming to your city, and make sure you show up, show out, and go up. Yeah.
Turn up. Respect. And just like that, how long have you been rapping for?
I mean, I've been rapping for a long time. I think that I've been going hard for my own brand. Maybe, I don't know, a couple years, 3 years, right? I just dropped my debut album. I'd always been putting out mixtapes, but
nice.
I was also songwriting and doing all kinds of shit, you know, touring, being a hype man. You know, I went through a lot of different things, but I've always loved hip-hop since the beginning. I've always played a part in it. I've always been rapping, you know, so it's all love. It's been a long time. My life.
For sure. And it ain't gonna stop soon.
No, not at all.
Respect, man, respect. So I'm pretty sure we gotta
go to the show.
We gotta go to the show soon, eh?
Well, shout out to you guys, man. Thank you so much for the opportunity to come here and spread the word, spread the love. Utopia, man, I appreciate it.
Respect you guys for showing up for the interview.
Peace,
It's
brother.
good times. It's gonna be a good show tonight for sure.
You coming out?
Be there. Yeah, we're gonna be there, eh?
All right.
Let's go.
That's what's up.
Eddie, you'll smoke that. I'll make sure I pass you that big ass fucking joint.
That's what's up. Respect. Alright, so peace everyone.
Squash Comp. There ain't no competition.